Hey guys, it's Rena. The video today is really exciting for me because I have a collaboration today. This is my first collaboration, and this is with Phyrra. I have been a fan of Phyrra for I don't even know how long now. Ever since I really started getting into makeup, I looked at Phyrra's blog and I started watching her videos when she did videos, and I'm just really excited for this, and I'm gonna try not to sound like a little nerd fangirl even more than I normally do, just because she's awesome. She's a fantastic cruelty-free beauty blogger. She has a lot of fashion advice and things of that nature. If you like alternative fashion, she's definitely a good resource. She's a great resource for cruelty-free and vegan beauty. She has this amazing list of cruelty-free brands, so if that's something you're interested in, definitely check her out. I'm going to have links to her blog and YouTube channel down below. Her videos are a great resource for various topics, like I've said. And I actually first found her when I started looking into indie brands. So this is a very appropriate video, and it's kind of bringing it full circle. So I'm excited to do this video, and I'm excited for the collaboration since Phyrra has been such a, I guess, big resource for me when I started out looking at indie brands back, oh god, I don't even know now, maybe 8 years ago. It's been a fun journey. So I think one of the first brands I looked into was Fyrinnae, and you guys know I've done a couple videos on Fyrinnae now. And I was looking up swatches and trying to decide what colors to get, and I know that I asked Phyrra in the comment section of one of her posts back then, like, what colors to get, and I've never looked back since. I've, never stopped buying from Fyrinnae. So this video, our collaboration, is on the pressed Fyrinnae eyeshadows. A lot of indie brands are known for their loose shadows, and I definitely have a massive collection of Fyrinnae loose shadows. I think it's over 100 now. I have mostly minis, so it's very easy to buy a couple at a time. And yeah, they're really great. They last a long time. But they put out these pressed eyeshadows a couple of years ago for this one collection, and I really wanted to try them, but I think at the time either I missed them when they went up, or I didn't have the money at the time to buy them. So I missed a couple of colors that I really wanted. Mainly Hitched and Unicorn. So I, figured, maybe it just didn't work out because they took them off their site. But this past summer, they actually put them back up, I think during June or July. So they have a total of 16 shades right now. They've been slowly adding to it. There's a really good variety between neutral and colorful eyeshadows. I have 3 of them. I was actually in Paris when they came out, and I made sure that I was able to get on and order the ones I wanted because I have wanted them for years now. So I'm going to give you swatches, let you know how they work. I've used all the shadows that I have in the past couple weeks. I actually just used Hitched today because I don't wear red eyeshadow a lot, and you guys can probably tell this is way warmer of a look than I typically would go for, but I wanted to give it a shot, see how it applied, so I can give you an accurate review. So I'm going to go into the logistics of it first. They look like this. They come in little black compacts. They are 26mm pans, so if you're wondering, they're comparable to Urban Decay or MAC. They have 2 grams of product, which is more than MAC or Urban Decay. I think those are normally 1.5 grams, and these are 2. In comparison to their loose eyeshadows, I believe their loose eyeshadows, the full size, is 3 grams. So you're getting a little bit less weight for the pressed, but it's definitely a more convenient format. Excuse me, format. So they are $9 to $9.50 depending on which color you get. Hitched, for example, is $9, but Dark Bidding, which is a one of their arcane magics, is $9.50 because the ingredients are a little more expensive. Or you have the option to just get the pan to put in a Z palette or whatever kind of personal palette you have for $8. So you save $1 just getting the pan. I personally like the compacts just because I like to keep all my shadows from one brand together. So I want to keep these with the rest of my loose eyeshadows from Fyrinnae, so I chose the compacts. I didn't think that was too, It's $1 more. I didn't think that was too bad at all. They just have a very simple snap opening like this. Just well, I can't say that word, clasps. They have a nice little pressed pattern on the top. It's just slightly textured, nothing too crazy. And then the label on the back gives you the ingredients, the name of the brand, and where they're from, and the grams, the 2 grams weight. So, I'm just going to address something you probably already noticed. Dark bidding is cracked. It did not arrive that way. I have a feeling this is because of me moving to school. It's been jostled around so much, moving from home to the dorms. So I think that's definitely a big reason. It did not come this way. It was shipped very securely. Fyrinnae is really good about packaging things. So that's no fault of theirs. This is definitely just something that happened. I will say this one, I don't know if this is true for all the Arcane Magics, since this is the only Arcane one that I own pressed. It felt softer to the touch anyway. So when I applied it a couple weeks ago over a black base, I could tell when I ran my brush in it that it was a looser packed formula than, say, Unicorn or Hitched. So I would be more careful with the Arcane Magics. That's just my experience. It could be different from shade to shade. I don't know, but it definitely felt looser and it felt thinner. So just something to keep in mind. Not a big deal. It was definitely because I kept moving and it was clinking around in boxes, so that's my fault. Anyway, let me move on to Unicorn. I'll start off with this one, the lightest one. I hope you can kind of see, it looks like it's white in the pan, but it has a beautiful shift to it. I'm going to swatch these with my finger, but I don't have any primer, no Fyrinnae Pixie Epoxy, just my bare skin. So this is what it looks like on my finger. I'm hoping you can see that shift. It's kind of like a blue and pink shift. And then on my hand, you can see that beautiful pinky purple sheen. And then a little bit of blue. This makes the most beautiful inner corner highlight, and that's what I've primarily been using it for. I really love this eyeshadow. I'm glad I was finally able to get my hands on it. It works really well as a highlight if you want to do it under the brow bone, or if you want to tap it on top of some lipstick too. That's a great idea as well. I highly recommend this one, and I am so glad to finally have it. The next one I'll do is Hitched, and this is the one I'm actually wearing. I have 2 Fyrinnae eyeshadows on my lid today. I have Fireside Interlude on like 3/4 of the lid, and then in the outer corner here by the wing, I have Hitched to kind of deepen it up. So this one has a different texture than the other ones, and I'm not quite sure why. When I touch it, it's kind of hard to explain. It feels a lot stiffer, and it almost feels like, I don't want to say wet because it doesn't feel like a ColourPop eyeshadow or anything, but it just has a different texture to it. This is the swatch. That took a couple of rotations in the pan. It's a reddish orange with a very strong shimmer. It almost looks metallic in a swatch, but on the lid it doesn't appear that way, I don't think. So it looks like that. It has definitely strong orange undertones, so that's why I wanted to pair it with Fireside Interlude. I think it's really beautiful. I will say when I applied it today, it was definitely more difficult for me to pick up product on my brush than with Unicorn. It just took a little more force, and for me personally, I wetted my brush, I wet my brush after I tried it the first time dry. I was like, let me try it with a wet brush, and it worked really well when I wet it. And it didn't ruin the texture of the eyeshadow either. So, just something to think about. Unicorn applies flawlessly. This one was just a little more, a little tougher. It took a little extra help. So this is Dark Bidding, and I'm going to be very careful with this one because it is crushed. So, let me just try and get a nice swatch of it. Arcane Magic Shadows perform, this might even be an Exquisite. It performs better over a sticky base or a white tacky base. But it is a beautiful kind of wine berry color with pink and turquoise duochrome. They become opaque over Pixie Epoxy, but on their own, it's going to be a sheer wash of sparkle. I really love this one. It worked so nicely over different bases. If I still have the picture, I'm not sure if I still have it, I'll insert it at the end of me wearing dark bidding over different bases. I wore it over a white base and a black base and kind of blended it together to create this multi-dimensional look. I really loved the way that this one applied. It really went on very nicely. It stuck to the base great, and it reflected the color underneath it very well. So overall, I really like these. I love Fyrinnae, so I'm a big fan. I like the color selection. They really have a nice variety of lighter colors, darker colors, colors and neutrals. They really have a nice variety so far, and I have a feeling they'll keep adding to this. I think the price point is great considering you're getting a compact as well as the actual shadow. So I think $9 to $9.50 is a great deal, and $8 for the pan is not bad. I know that you can get a pan of a MAC eyeshadow, just the pan, for $6 now, but considering these are handmade and a lot more unique, and also cruelty-free, I think that the price is a fantastic deal. So that's my thoughts on the Fyrinnae eyeshadows, the pressed ones. I like them a lot. I think I prefer the loose just because I like being able to, I don't know, I feel like you can manipulate them more a little bit and use them for different purposes, but I like the press as well. They're really nice, they're a good deal, and they have a nice range of colors. And I think it's a good way to get people to buy indie, because a lot of people are kind of put off by the loose format. You know, it can be difficult if you're not used to it. So, yeah, I definitely think it's a cool idea for them because I know people prefer pressed. Anyway, I'm really excited about this collaboration, so please check out Phyrra's video. I'm going to link it again up here, or that way, I think. I always get it wrong. So yeah, go check out Phyrra's video. I'm really excited to have been able to do this collaboration with her as I've been getting to know her more in her Facebook group. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the collaboration and the video, and let me know what you think. If you picked up any of these Fyrinnae eyeshadows, let me know down below. Or if you've tried Fyrinnae at all, because I think they're a fantastic brand. They should be putting out an autumn collection soon, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, I will talk to you guys soon.